It's RP from Excel Obstacle Course, and I'm going to show you how to fix a spreadsheet like this in under 30 seconds. So Bob and Joe, the camp directors, sent out this spreadsheet because they think they're being super helpful. Unfortunately, the counselors are all out of sorts here. They don't know what day, what activity, and how to plan out their schedule. It's just a mess. For example, if I'm Michael, I know that I'm doing swimming on 7-6. I am looking for my name. I see I'm doing basketball on 7-8. Continue scanning the spreadsheet. Okay, I'm doing swimming again on 7-10. You get the idea. So Bob and Joe, they're new at Excel, and they look at you and they say, well, how else will you do it? You look at them and you say, vertically. So here's why. A vertical layout allows for an easy load into a pivot table, auto filter, even BI software. It's just a good all-around practice. So if I have my auto filter on here, I want to see who's running archery. I see on what dates who's running it. Or if I'm Rashida, I want to look up my name. And then I can see on what dates I'm doing what activity. Or let's say that I want to see who's working on a certain day. It's the 9th and I can see my friend Liam, Chester, and Joel are working. And if we want a similar layout as before, we can run a pivot table. And from there we have different options as far as how we want to lay it out. And we can retain the filters. So let's say I'm Adam. I want to see how many times during the camp I'm going to be doing cycling. I want to see how many total activities I'm doing. So how do you get from this to this in under a minute and a half? You guessed it, hotkeys. I've also made this available for download for free if you look in the description. And it lays it out for you. It says they're new at Excel. They gave you a wide layout that's difficult to read. And we want to fix it and make it look like this. Here are the hints. We use Control and End, Control Shift and End, and Control A. Those are just a couple of the hotkeys we'll be using. So if I'm walking through it, I'll enter an X here in the green box, tap Enter, and then Control down. The first step, I believe, is to make all these one color. The quick formatting is up here, where you can choose neutral, bad, good, calculation, whatever you choose. The point is that all these look uniform so that when we're doing a copy paste, when we have a situation like this, we're not going to jam this and this together. Let me demonstrate. Starting on this cell, if I hold down Control Shift with one finger, End key right here on most keyboards, it highlights over and down. From there, I can hit Control X to cut. Hold down Control, hit End, and that puts me in this box at the very bottom corner. From here, it's one tap of the down arrow, Control and over again, Control V to paste. So when doing it faster, it looks like this. Great. So now that we've stacked all of our names, go up here and copy down activities. You might think that you're able to drag this down, which takes a little bit of trial and error in my opinion. I much prefer to do the keystrokes, which include this. Control Shift with one finger. You use your pinky like this or your index finger. Tap down arrow, Control C. And go down here, paste. Then I like to double it up So I'll go back to the top, Control Shift down, Control C, Control down, and paste again. I'll keep doubling it until I get to the very end. So here I've pasted too much. I'll just highlight that, Control minus sign to delete that away. At this point, going to the very top, the next objective is to copy these dates down. 7.5 applies to all these names and activities, 7.6 applies to all these names and activities, and so on. The way I like to do that is to hit equal sign, tap arrow, hit enter, and then on the cell below, hit enter again, reference this cell, hit enter again, go down right above this other date, copy down. And again, I'll show you how to do it a lot faster at the end of the video. Control Shift down, copy, and do the same action. From here I can hit Control A and it selects all the cells. At this point, if we sort, we're going to lose these references. It's going to look very jumbled if we sort right now. And I'll show you an example. They're all showing the same date. So we want to make sure before we do anything, Control A, we're going to copy, paste special values. Again, using the right click button right here. While we have it highlighted, Alt DS to sort. Sort by column B. We're going to be deleting all these cells. These are just extras, as you can see. I'll leave one for the header. And we'll make this one counselor. And this one date. And if you notice, all these cells are blank, so we'll delete those. I did that was Shift Spacebar, hold down Shift, and tap Page Down. Just another way to highlight things. Control minus sign, and there we have 170 names. And with that, we can do our auto filter. And as I said before, that layout works a lot better. That was 7 minutes. Let's do it faster. Remember when you close these spreadsheets not to save changes. You want the spreadsheet when you pull it back up to be fresh. There we go, minute 22. Not bad. As you saw, I made some mistakes there, and I even use the mouse sometimes. There's nothing wrong with being a hybrid. Now that was a minute and a half using hotkeys. There's nothing wrong with just using hotkeys, that's personal preference. But how do we get the time under 30 seconds? Power Query. And I'm going to show you that right now. Power Query is accessed through the Data tab, and these selections here will take you to Power Query. First, I'm going to highlight my cells and hit From Table Range. Hit Enter. From here, we want to highlight anything with a date as a header. Go to Transform. And then we're going to do what's called an unpivot columns. Clicking that, it does what we did in a minute and a half in the blink of an eye. From there, go to Home, Close and Load, and we've done it. Now I'm going to show you how to do that with hotkeys. We hit Alt, Data is under A, and From Table Range is PT. From there we hit Enter. We're going to highlight what we want by holding down Shift and hitting arrow. I did use the mouse to click on the first column though. So now Alt, T for Transform, U for Unpivot, hit Enter. Alt again, H for Home, C for Close and Load, and Enter. So now let's do it in under 30 seconds. So there you go, YouTube. We went from a terrible horizontal layout to a nice, neat, and versatile vertical one in under 30 seconds. I do want to say that even though Power Pivot can do this work for you, doing the exercise using hotkeys will make you better at navigating and reorganizing other kinds of layouts anyway. So doing this exercise either way is worthwhile. So how fast can you do it? Post your time in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Until next time.